Engage.
I got off the internet. You have 4 bars and 5 feet back here, so it's gonna be good.
Cool. Engage.
It's live.
Engage. Oh, we're live?
We're live.
Hey guys, it's Dougie at the Hardwood in historic downtown Crow, Texas, and we are going to have yet another virtual happy hour. Which one is this, Maddie? More?
Number 8.
Virtual happy hour number 8, and they're going to celebrate virtual happy hour number 8 with some Tiki stuff. Not just any Tiki stuff, my Tiki stuff, and some classics. Well, none of these 3 cocktails for sure, and then one that I've been thinking of for like when we get the ball rolling and stuff, kind of like a well thing. There's no sound. We got them. How about now? Hello? Hello? No sound now? Should we start over? Hold on. Hello. Hey-o. Check 1, 2.
Why is there no sound?
No sound. Got money. Man, it is hot, guys. I'll get it. How about now? Hello? No. Maybe just redo it?
Oh.
Give some shot glasses. Turn it off?
No, I'm about to right now. She says she can hear us.
Who can?
Hannah.
Hey, can you hear us? Try plugging that mic in, see if it does anything. How about now? Can you hear us now?
Your mom says yep.
Does it sound better than last week? Hello? Can y'all hear me now?
Ryan says I hear you.
Cool. And it sound okay? Everybody sound good?
Yes, no win.
No wind. Check this. We're going to do this all over again. Hey guys, it's Doug at the Hardwood in historic downtown Crow, Texas. And welcome to our 8th virtual happy hour. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We don't know what we're doing. So, to start this off, there's what other way would we do it? Start off with the bang like that.
They can hear it, I guess. I don't know.
I am. Man, it's nice and cool out here. Here you go, boys. Start this off right. If you guys have a liquor at home, take a shot with us. Come by.
Cheers.
Cheers. Alright, we're going to do a couple of variations on some classics, play around with some stuff. Sorry about that whole intro thing on behalf of me and the boys. But this happy hour is fueled by Ranch House Spirits over 202 East Broadway, Crow, Texas. Make sure that you go and show them some love. And you can pretty much find everything we're using there. They actually got a really serious shipment in. Paranuvis is at full stock at the bar.
I know where I'm going after this.
Smith and
would
Cross.
also be one of the biggest.
Smith and Cross. They got some really great bourbons in, some whiskeys. So I'm pretty excited. So yeah, so we're gonna dabble in some tiki. I was thinking like we could like do a like because I love Tiki so much. I think Tiki is such a part of drinking culture, especially in the sense of Americana. We're going to do, a few Tiki cocktails, and I'm gonna riff on them a little bit. Because the good thing about bartending, especially when it comes to Tiki and things like that, you use what you got. You know, like if you can't get certain liqueurs or certain rums in your area, you just adjust. You know, I mean, it might not be the exact recipe, but if you know what you're doing, if you use your ratios properly, you're going to end up with a great cocktail. And if it's in the spirit of Tiki, I say you can call it Tiki. Tiki is primarily rum. Tiki comes from a man named Ernest Raymond Beaumont Gant, but most people know him as Don the Beachcomber. He was a young man that was born in North Texas in Limestone County. And he moved over to New Orleans. He's all over the place. He was like, him and his grandfather were really close. His grandfather was a bootlegger, a rum runner, and when he graduated, so he's like just a hell raiser. He was, you know, he wasn't like the most tame kid, which I can totally feel. Oh yeah, and don't forget we are right by the highway again, so please forgive us for any extra noise and stuff like that. But anyways, so like when he graduates high school, his parents pretty much like, we got all this money for you, either you can go to college or just do something with it, but you just can't stay here. So he took all that money and he went into the Caribbean, went all over the Caribbean, learned about rums, learned how all these flavors and how to make these wonderful drinks, and just introducing citruses to his cocktails and things like that. And from there, he went over to the Pacific Rim and went all over Southeast Polynesia and just learned everything about the aesthetic. And he pretty much went broke. And then he ended up in Hollywood, Florida, with this knowledge for rums and citruses and all these like concoctions, and then all this aesthetic and all this like, and all these cool mask and tiki idols they brought from Polynesia. Ended up in Hollywood, and he took over this old tailor shop, and he turned it into the first Don the Beachcomber. And pretty much they say that he single-handedly ended the whole big band nightlife era, like all the celebrities going out in tuxedos and stuff, spending like $300 in the 30s was a lot of money. It still is today. So it's like they all started going to this like really cozy, home felt like Tiki paradise, and that's pretty much where Tiki starts. Tiki kind of got lost in the mid 60s, early 70s. Kind of came off as tacky, came off as kind of racially tone deaf. But when you really, it's been coming back because there's so many wonderful things that are lost. And when you try these rums and these citruses and these fresh juices and all these sugar blends together, it really is something that it's really hard to explain over a phone. We're going to try our best today. It is just a world of wonder and a boozy wonder. I like rum a lot. I think that rum is a staple in American drinking culture. A lot of people think bourbon is, but before there was bourbon, there was rye whiskey. Before there was rye whiskey, there was rum. Rum was being brought over from the Caribbean, straight through the Caribbean chain. The sugar cane was introduced by Columbus coming over to the West Indies and planting it over there in Haiti, and then from Haiti they started doing like rum. They say like rum really started in Brazil as cachaça, and there's all kinds of stuff. We could talk about that for hours. But anyways, rum. No restrictions on rum. The rules to rum are rum needs to be made with sugarcane or any byproduct of sugarcane. So that just kind of makes the possibilities endless. And rum can be made anywhere. You can make it in Antarctica, for Christ's sakes. You can make it in Russia. You can make it in Colorado, which it is made in Colorado. It's so very cool. Very, very cool. So let's go ahead and get cracking. We're not using Kraken. We're using another black strap. Oh, I didn't realize that we are going to do a Jungle Bird variation day. I didn't realize that this had a Jungle Bird recipe on the back. Cool. Oh, hot damn. We talking about our the raffle, how to do it? While I go grab some pineapple juice.
Yeah. All right, guys. Just want to let you know. You go onto YouTube, search Doug Blank. You'll find a picture of Doug on there with all the videos we've made so far, such as the Cuba Libre, the Hemingway Daiquiri, among other videos. If you go on there, subscribe, let us know on the video here, during the virtual happy hour, you'll be entered to win a special surprise. as well as some of Doug's homemade syrups. So search Doug Blank on YouTube, like the videos, please subscribe and let us know on the happy hour, and you'll be entered to win. Doug's grabbing stuff, by the way. This is where we need like a, and here's the man of the hour.
All right, enough talking. Let's get to drinking.
It's so weird because like it says video has no sound when I click on here, but everybody's like, oh yeah, we hear you clearly. I don't know. My phone's just like, same here. I don't know. But they hear you.
Okay, if anybody, just let us know, please. The best teammates in the world. Maddie Balort, a.k.a. Maddie Mustache, a.k.a. Maddie Bubatti, and Morgan, a.k.a. Morgan, a.k.a. Morgan the Grouch. What do you want to do first? You want to do the Golden Idol?
Yeah.
Let's do the Golden Idol. So this is a drink that I came up with. I wrote it for a recipe. I worked on this recipe for a bit. Super pineapple drink. Forgive me for sweating. It's hot. It's a lot hotter than last week, but I'm happy that there's not I'm happy that y'all can hear me, us for that matter. That's probably the best intro we've ever had. Just us bumbling around, me like not having not even. All right, so this is a drink I made. You're gonna need a shaker, and we're gonna start off with our house-made orgeat. Orgeat is an almond syrup that we make. So essentially, we make almond milk, and then from there. We do that almond milk, 2 parts sugar to 1 part almond milk. Add a little bit of rose water, some. It does call for orange blossom water, but ours is use orange bitters. So yeah, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do 1/2 ounce. Actually, we'll do a heavy quarter. What did we say that was, Dr. Mathman?
Heavy quarter is
3/8. 3/8. You heard it here first, guys.
I'm a math doctor.
You heard it here first, guys. Heavy ounce, or heavy quarter ounce is 3/8 ounce. All right, now we're gonna do 3/4 ounces lime juice. We're gonna do 1 ounce of pineapple juice. And then I have this really great liqueur. That's not it. Or yeah, it is. So it's an amaro. Amaro is a bittered liqueur. It's known as aperitif or digestif before or after dinner, depending. But this is a pineapple amaro. It's pretty much a bitter amaro steeped with pineapple bark. It is fantastic. We're gonna do 1/2 ounce of that. Hello. Cool. And then we're going to go ahead and do Plantation pineapple rum. So this is also a really great rum from Plantation, but they also steep this rum in pineapple bark. So there's no added sugars or anything. It just has a tremendous amount of depth. Some like really great that viscosity you get from pineapple. You know, that like frothiness that because pineapple emulsifies really well, so it kind of has those characters as well. We're going to do 1.5 ounces. Whoa. Hey-o. This is a really pretty drink. Ooh, you know what I need? Will you go get me a Collins glass? I'll look really good in this. So from here, we're going to do some crushed ice. Get it from Bush Chicken or Sonic. But again, if you have one at home, it's awesome. Hey-o. We're going to whip shake for about, it's pretty hot out here, so it's probably going to be more like 6 seconds, but since we're waiting for Morgan to grab that glass for us, so when you're whip shaking, it doesn't matter, we're just like trying to emulsify that pineapple, integrate everything, give it that proper dilution, all those boozes, so the first sip isn't kicking you right in the you-know-whats. So it doesn't really matter, like, so if you put a little bit of crushed ice, if it dissolves all the way, that's fine. That's why, but just don't want to, because you don't want to fill your shaker up too much, so it's nice and chilled. But at the same time, you don't want to overshake it because then it'll just start warming up again.
Yeah, there's sound on mine.
Oh, cool.
There it is.
It sounds like it sounds better. It sounds like that mic's working. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and also my sister Diana loaned us a mic for the iPhone for this episode, and thank you so much. I love you, Lola, and happy birthday, Mike, to my brother-in-law. Okay, let me go check on Morgan. He's fine. Okay, so this is a Collins glass. So like old school Tiki actually these are like Tiki mugs that you see now. Old school Tiki was never put in Tiki mugs. It's more like beautiful glassware. And this is a really pretty drink, I think. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it in a Collins glass. Top this off with the ice. And so when I came with this drink, I just think it's really pretty. So I honestly only do a few things to this drink, and being here, sometimes I'll set this drink on fire depending on my mood, but we're not doing that today. So a pineapple frond. Hello. Take some fresh nutmeg. Just grate it over the top. What better way to drink this with than a straw? Not just any straw, an adorable paper straw. Look how pretty that is. That is so cute. So this is the Golden Idol. Can you see it?
Yes. Hold up a little bit. Right there. There you go.
Yeah, this is a great drink. I would really like this. So, the lime, pineapple, and then the sugar. This drink actually is a little bit sweeter, but it works so well, especially with all the booze going in. The lemon is super important to tame down all the sweetness and things like that, and it really like just connects to that pineapple really well. Because pineapple, they consider that the citrus of the Pacific, but it really is. So it really is acidic. Like, pineapple will eat through like if you marinate like your meat and stuff, pineapple juice, fresh pineapple juice, it'll eat through your steaks and stuff like that. So always be careful with that. But at the same time, it can be a little bit too sweet, but it has a lot of depth to it. Depth in the meaning like not sweetness, but it's almost like has like sometimes referred to it as a chewiness. It has like it's viscous and like there's like a mouthfeel to it. It's like a thick. You know what I mean? It's like a pulpy viscous. I like saying viscous. I don't know if people know what that means sometimes. It's like a weak glue. What?
Like sticking your hand in a barrel of engine oil.
Exactly. And it tastes just like that.
I'm not going to contribute to this.
That's a good drink, man. That's a good drink. So again, Don the Beachcomber, native Texan. Fun facts about that. He's from Mexia, I think it is where he's from, up in North Texas. But Les Baxter, who is like known for creating the sound of Tiki, all the Tiki songs that you hear, and all those old school, like really like cozy, warm songs with the birds chirping in the back, and like what people refer to like as like jungle getaways, thing like that. Les Baxter created that atmosphere. He's from the same place. My door's just opened to my car. Oh, thanks, Morgan, aka Morgan the Grouch. Oh, really? No, I was in there.
Oh, I thought I turned my
No. Remember,
I asked you about that earlier. I'm like, I assume he has to.
No, I just freaking forgot when I stormed off. Thought I had bottles at home that I was supposed to bring. They're in my car the entire time. Well, it wouldn't be our happy hour fashion if I didn't forget a few things, even if they were just where they're supposed to be. Guys, I don't know, Maddie, did you tell about the Venmo?
I did not mention Venmo.
So please, always consider this like sitting at a bar with us. We'd appreciate some tips. Venmo, Doug Blank. It really helps us out. You guys are helping us get this along and make it even better. Thank you. Got a new video uploading to our channel probably tonight. Working on another one tomorrow as well. So got a lot of content coming up. Also, we're working on a scavenger hunt. Maddie and I started talking about it last night, really put into detail. Who knows? This virtual happy hour is going to be on our YouTube channel, and it might have a clue in it. Who can say? Who can say it has anything to do with Tiki? Maybe the history of Tiki. You never know. How's everybody doing out there? Can y'all see me dripping sweat? No? This is really good.
It sounds really good though. Like now that my sound's working on my phone, like it sounds.
Yeah.
Me talking back here, it's hard for me to hear. It's hard for me to hear myself on there, but like you're very clear.
Cool. I'll just use it as my sweat towel. I have a clean towel over here for washing my hands, guys. Calm down. Everybody relax. Don't need trouble. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I hope everybody's getting back to work. I hope everybody that's opening back up is doing it safely and everything is working out the way they want it to. We got a lot of news coming about the Hardwood. We are still actively trying to get our doors open, hopefully for phase 2. Got some information coming my way. Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully it's all good news, and we be back in action before you can say Ernest Raymond Beaumont Gant. So yeah, but like you said, like this is like, and this was small. Like there's a drink that Ernest Raymond Beaumont Gant, Don the Beachcomber made called a zombie. And it would come in a zombie glass, and it's pretty much a smaller version of this. This is a Collins glass. This is a 16-ounce Collins glass.
I was thinking that looks too big for me.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Well, I mean, no, this would be more of a Collins glass. Anything smaller you refer to as a highball glass, probably. So, like, you know, when I give you these drinks, I'm like, that's a lot of ice for how much you pay for this drink. It's like, this is full of amazing ingredients, and a lot of them.
And a lot more booze than most people used to get to do.
This has 2 ounces of very strong booze in it. It just tastes so good. Cool. Well, I'm gonna make I have this idea for a well drink that I'm gonna build. It's really quick, really easy, and this is something that, like, cause when we open back up, like, we're gonna introduce some wells and things like that. Like, you know, I'm not gonna argue with everybody anymore. I'm not gonna force anybody to drink the way I like to drink. It's like, if you don't want to try the menu, if you don't want to run your eyes and you just want a whiskey Coke, fine.
We want pickle shots.
We want pickle shots. I don't know about that. That probably won't happen. But anyways, so I was like thinking that in mind, and I made something. I was really excited about it, and I think y'all might like it. So this is going to be, so essentially this is just going to be a quick drink, quick to make, just be a few bucks. And it's going to start off with Tempest Fugit Creme de Cacao. Talk about this brand a lot. Everything is made with the most love and affection. It is everything from the label to everything that's in the bottle is just gorgeous and just a tremendous amount of care. This is pretty much what it is. Cacao. It's cacao and steeped in liquors and then sweetened up with sugar and stuff like that. So it's like, I'm really doing a bad job explaining it. This, no artificial flavors. This is amazing, and dude, like, it's just permeating chocolate right now. We're just gonna do a 1/4 ounce. So essentially, it's just gonna be another variation of Cuba Libre. Cool. And then we're gonna do what else was I doing with it? We're gonna do an ounce and a half. Do an ounce and a half of blackstrap. It's actually not like a Cuba Libre at all. There's no citrus in this. So it's just a rum and coke. And then we're gonna put some ice in there. And then I'm gonna top it off with some coke. Boom, sizzle stick. Boom, cute little straws made of hay. And that is something I'm calling From the Depths. And that's for you, Morgan.
That'll work.
Yeah, it's really, tell me what you think. Like something
not
quick,
spill
something
it all over
easy,
the place.
nothing, keeps the price down and stuff. So you don't have to wait. So while you're waiting for your next cocktail, you want it to be like, how is it?
Very good.
Cool. Chocolatey, like ties in with that Coca-Cola.
Just a little, there's, the Coke's not overpowering, it's just there to add a little flavor to it.
Yeah, it's more of an ingredient than an actual cover-up. I mean, especially because, so if you have like wonderful products, like these great rums and things like that, and great liqueurs, you're never gonna use like Coca-Cola or Sprites or anything as a cover-up. You'll use it as an ingredient. And it'll just make your, what you consider a simple well cocktail, even better. And what I like to say, it elevates your experience. So yeah, so this is really great. We're actually gonna come back to this in a little bit. I love black strap rum. It's kind of one of my favorite things. I forgot a knife and a cutting board for the tea punch.
Well, I don't have a cutting board on me, sorry.
There's one in the, we look in the kitchenette. So the next drink we're going to do is called a tea punch. It comes from the island of Martinique. It's actually the national drink of Martinique. It's going to be very, very simple. Matter of fact, I even have one of the ingredients I forgot to bring out. 2, a type of sugar. You do me a solid. You run in the fridge and look for the Martinique Petite Decon. Said it wrong. But anyways, it's going to be the national drink of Martinique. Martinique is towards the bottom of the Caribbean chain, and it is something they use a specific type of rum to Martinique called rum agricole. We don't have any rum agricole right now. Perfect. Thank you, sir. We do not have any rum agricole right now, so we're going to use. But what rum agricole is a freshly squeezed cane juice rum. Distill it. So we have another one, but the one that we have is a Clarin, and this actually comes from Haiti. Same process, but just from a different island. So it's going to have different waters, different ways, just different types of fermentation. And I guess we use like yeast and things like that. So it is going to have different flavor profiles. But this is going to be just as good in your tea punch. But if you can get rum JM, even Clement or anything like that, that's traditionally what you would use in a cocktail we're about to make. With that said, one of my favorite tea punches is made with Pere Nubes, which is available at Ranch House Spirits. Not for long. Morgan's going to go and buy 10 bottles of Pere Nubes. I think Morgan died last night. No, he just reeks of Pere Nubes.
You realize I'm like having to force myself to hang out here and not run over there right now to snack, right?
Yeah, thank you. Hey, we grab that ice. Sweet. So the first thing you need to do is get yourself a lime. You're going to go ahead and cut this bad boy. I forgot everything for this drink. I need a muddler too. I guess I don't need a muddler. We're going to do it into half wedges. Squeeze that right to the glass. No, it's a brand. It's like the one syrup we don't make.
It's a Petite Decana, right?
Yeah. It has an orange label. It's like a golden syrup.
Orange label?
Yep. Put a lot of citrus in there. Hey, yo! Thank you, sir. And of course. I guess I'm definitely gonna need that, baby. Yeah, but that well's cool, right? That would be a cool well drink, right? I think.
I think so. I was about to say, I think it would go over well, but then I realized that was a pun, and I hate puns, so.
True. Somebody recommended I should call them swells. I was freaking out. Be right back. Thanks, up, Morgan.
Please, God, no.
sorry, I don't have it. But so we'll just use some, just for the sake of getting it going. We'll just use a splash of Demerara sugar. You shouldn't really use Demerara sugar in this one. It's a little bit too full of flavor. It's just that Martinique sugar that's like imported from Martinique. It was given to me as a gift from a rum connoisseur named Mr. Robert Wood. But it just has like this like funkiness to it. Maybe some pure cane sugar syrup would do the trick if you can't get your hands on it. It just gives you that like that earthiness that we always speak of, that freshness, that kind of like people prefer to a little bit of funky. But this is gonna be fine. We're gonna take, because this is quite a very bold rum. And we're gonna do a heavy pour. We're gonna do 2 ounces of this bad boy. This would be an expensive drink. This would probably be like a $13 to $15 drink. This is very expensive rum, but when in shutdown. So honestly, if you were in Martinique and if you were one of the locals, right now they would just probably just do this and hand it over, honestly. But we're not there. And I don't have a spoon though, because I forgot it. I didn't realize, I forgot I was gonna make this drink. So we're just gonna meet them in the middle. Just kind of give it some dilution. Just mess with it. This is really bad. All my bartending friends are probably cringing their ass off right now. I can't blame them. It's actually kind of working kind of well. Anyways, we'd probably break this. If I had a muddler, I'd break it up, put it in there. But you know what, guys? Here you go, Maddie. And that is a tea punch, or a sorry attempt at one. I apologize. If y'all come into the Hardwood, we'll make you a proper tea punch because we'll have all our ingredients, or all of our tools there. You know what I'm saying? It hits hard, but it is.
It hits hard, but it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
I like that smell.
That is a sipper. That's like a hot day, fresh, funky rum, stretch out throughout the day. So, Don the Beachcomber, party animal, rascal, he just loved entertaining, loved being at his bar. They started building all these bars. His wife, Sunny, she kind of like took the reins from him. And when they got divorced, she kind of pushed him out. She like forced him out of his own business because he was pretty much running it to all hell. And then she took it and like expanded it, put Don the Beachcombers all over the nation. Don got up and left, and he ended up in Hawaii. When Don went to Hawaii, he thought he was going to go to this like Polynesian paradise that he remembers when he was a kid, but it was not that. When he went to Hawaii, apparently it was just pretty much just gentrified from the Spanish Inquisitions and the Catholics coming and turning it into another island for Jesus. Anyways, but it's so like he went through this whole like went through this whole entire renaissance of bringing back Polynesian culture and inspiring this group of people to like celebrate Hawaiian culture. Like so when you go and you like all the luau's and like when you go and drink Mai Tais and things like that in Hawaii, that pretty much comes from Don the Beachcomber going over there and starting an experience. Not all of it by any means. Don't let me take that away from their wonderful culture. But I know he has a lot to do with the drinking culture and stuff over there. But also, a lot of people think that the Mai Tai, like when people, it's always funny. People are like, "Oh, I'm going to Hawaii, Doug. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you all about the Mai Tai." So I'm like, great. But the Mai Tai was actually invented in 1944 by Victor Bergeron, better known as Trader Vic, in Oakland, California. That's it. And Mai Tai comes from a saying, Mai Tai Roai, which means like out of this world. So that's what the Mai Tai means. Pretty cool. We're out of time. Cool. Anybody have any questions for me? I'll happily answer them for you. All three of y'all. Just kidding. This next drink is really cool. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a variation on a Jungle Bird. Jungle Bird, one of the main ingredients for Jungle Bird is Campari. I don't necessarily care for Campari. It's not that I don't like Campari, but there's just so many other Amaros out there I like to work with. And this is actually really great Amaro. This is I always say it wrong. I think it's Alchemers. Did I say that? Okay.
Like alchemy, but like Alchemers.
Yeah, Alchemers maybe? This one. But anyways, this is dyed with cochineal extract, like the bugs. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I was wondering what the little parasite-looking thing on the side of it was.
Yeah, but it's like, so the same, it's like that Campari flavor is in there, but it's more bitter, I think. And it has that Campari color to it. So we're going to use this for a Jungle Bird instead of Campari, which it typically calls for. And I think that the Jungle Bird was made in the 70s. I think it was made in like Manila. Is that a place?
Philippines?
Yeah,
Manila?
in the Philippines.
Yeah,
I think that's where it was. I think that's, or somewhere around there.
And why are you asking me? I'm an American. I'm not good at geography.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not either. I've only left this country once. Yes, Matt, we know you've been all over the world. So, like you said, we're going to pretty much stick to like a standard Jungle Bird, but the ones that I make at the Hardwood, I even call them like the Cara Cara, which is like the Mexican eagle that's indigenous here or whatever, and I use like a lot of different liqueurs, like a lot of chocolate liqueurs and stuff like that. But this one, like I said, since I'm already veering away from the Campari, we'll try to keep it at standard, super standard from there. And all these drinks, except for the tea punch, have amaro. I have a type of amaro in them. That's pretty cool too. I didn't even think about that. And these two have pineapple. Pineapple.
Piña.
Pineapple pen. Y'all remember that? Pineapple pen? And for those who don't know, this is a heavy pineapple. And this is a baby pineapple. No, this is a dragon fruit. I thought so too, but we're in Cuero. We don't get the red ones.
Ah, okay.
We get the
Red-
yellow
red-
ones.
Yeah, red hasn't made it here yet.
Red dragon fruits haven't made a Cuero yet. Or maybe we get spray. I got spray paint. We get spray paint red. BRB.
Dip it in the blood of your enemies.
My hands just freaking solid red. We're making drinks and everything. I'm like, what?
As long as there's not a ring at the hole.
Funny story about that. I'll tell you off the air. Not me. I didn't do anything. I know someone. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Demerara sugar. That's why I brought it out here. I'm gonna you could probably just use a cane sugar for this, but Demerara has a lot more molasses left behind. That's why it has a dark texture or dark color, and it's gonna have a lot more earthiness. I always refer to earthiness going through it. So it's just gonna have, it's just gonna like molasses. That's that classic molasses tone to it. So it's almost like baking. We're gonna do a 1/4 ounce because of the 2-to-1 ratio. 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. And then we're going to go ahead and do some lime juice, freshly squeezed, double strained. And we're gonna do 3/4 ounces. What's this one called for on pineapple? Yeah, 1.5 ounces. Yeah, it's pineapple heavy. So 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, freshly, or if you can't get freshly squeezed, if you can't freshly squeeze your pineapple juice or any of your juices, HB Plus in Victoria, they have cold pressed juices all the time. So I recommend those before you get those shelf stable ones for sure. And you can always get cold pressed pineapple juice at HB now too. 1.5 ounces. And then we're gonna add some liqueur. The liqueur that we just spent some time talking about, and we're gonna actually put 3/4 ounces of this in there. This has a lot. The 1/4 ounce of sugar. This we talk about how it's so fragrant. It is just straight up herbal, like when we talk about the mint, how we don't want it to be vegetal. This actually is vegetal, but we want that. It's gonna play really well with everything, but especially the pineapple. Okay, so 3/4 ounces of this. This is not vegan. Crazy, I know. I don't know if that. If you're concerned, this is not vegan. It's wild to say that.
You know, technically, honey's not vegan either.
I did know that.
People think it is.
It's not vegan.
Just like avocados aren't vegan.
Why?
because the flowers on the avocado plants are like the bees will like go over there and use that. And so basically, like they're almost like it's almost like a what do you call it? Like a bee orgy. Like they make
Excuse my name, Lord. He has a tea punch. He said orgy. I'm just kidding.
Where they go to mate.
It's where they go to mate, basically. And so, like, and they'll mate inside the flower where the avocado grows out of. And so, basically, it has animal particles in plants.
Well, honey, yeah, 'cause that's I thought the definition for vegan was anything involving animal products. So yeah, like honey, animals mate, bees mate.
There was a reason though with avocados. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry, this tea punch hit me pretty good.
I think I need some more ice. We got me some crushed ice.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to not totally derail this with just commentary.
Cool. Well, if y'all are talking about bees doing it, I'm touching my face. Just kidding. I am touching my face. I'm so sorry. Anyways, what does this call for? Ounce and a half. That's what I do. Ounce and a half of a beautiful Jamaican pot still rum. This is one of my favorite rums right now. My man Kelly O'Hare introduced this to me. So this is Hamilton. He does all different types of rum, but the Jamaican pot still black. This rum is going to, so it's not, you would think that this is aged for a long time, but it's not. After the distillation process, they take what's left over called dunder and they add it back to the stillet, and it gets it, and just really just to not only create this color, but the textures and the mouthfeel that you're going to get, and of course the flavors. So I get like a lot of cashew, a lot of like, you know, like fatty nut flavors, like burnt molasses, a lot of like I like to refer to this one as a decadent rum. So if you can get this, which you should be able to, but it's at Ranch House Spirits, please put it on your home back bar. And if you have any questions about how to get these things, just add us in the put a note in the comments or whatever, and we'll help you find these bottles easily. Thank you, Morgan, aka Morgan the Grouch. All right, get that ice in there. All right, whip shake for about, this ice is actually pretty cold, so we can do it for about 10 seconds. So this mug we refer to as Douglas. So one of my favorite characters out of where the wild things are is the cockatiel, and his name is Douglas. And he's not a cockatiel, he's a parrot, but his name's Douglas.
Douglas.
That smells so good. See how pretty that is? So this is another drink that I sometimes like to serve in a Collins glass, because I just think it's such a pretty color. It's like, it has that like really deep, like a Coca-Cola-esque flavor, but it has a hint of purple coming from the liqueur. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make another one. We're going to go over that again, do it more quickly, and I am going to pour it into a Collins glass so you guys can see how beautiful this drink is. Just pack that bad boy of ice. So pebble ice is really great for tiki cocktails because for dilution when you whip shake, but also the smaller the cube, it creates more. It allows it to cover more surface area. The more surface area covered, meaning more ice touching the surface of the glass. Not only that, but more ice touching the surface of the liquid. It's going to make it colder and stay colder for longer. So that's like a really the main reason you want to use tiki ice in these drinks. So there's a lot of booze and a lot of flavors being developed, and this is going to help it. What's that?
Your mother said we are a valuable font of information. Very impressive.
Font?
Font.
Thank you.
A fountain font.
Oh, thanks.
And
The Grouch.
Morgan, aka Morgan the Grouch over here said, I wouldn't say it's valuable information. Trivia. That's
Thanks, Morgan.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
very. I did show him where I found that though.
Always cite your sources.
Got to.
So when I use like, for everybody, all my repeat offenders on the virtual happy hour, what do I do? What do we do with the mint? We express it on the glass. And why do we do that? Because we want the guests to have the expression of the mint in their hands. We don't want it in the bartender's hands. Thank you.
Yes, also we're actually outside back behind the bar and Wines on Main, which is the flower shop that has the prettiest flowers in town.
Indeed. Hey Elsa, thanks for watching. I hope everything's well over in jolly old London, England. But anyways, this is our Jungle Bird. I'm going to build another one real quick, just again, so y'all can see how pretty it is. Man, that is so freaking good. This is like one of my favorite drinks right now. It tastes like it looks, like dark. So it's like, it definitely has that sweetness that the Demerara is being built. So the Demerara, like when I look at the sugars, I always consider the sugars the glue that holds everything else together. Like the citrus, really helps with complexities. It helps gives you different mouthfeels and different realms of your experience. And the rums obviously have so much character going on through them. Actually, let's talk about that when we do it. So, all right, so we're going to refer to, always think about your sugar like how I think about the sugar is like glue. So a 1/4 ounce of this, and this is going to be a binder to all the ingredients we're putting together. Okay, and then we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Or no, did I do 3/4 last time? Yeah, 1/2 ounce. We'll do 1/2 ounce. If I did 3/4 last time, give or take, whatever you like. All right, so we're going to do a lot of pineapple juice, 1.5 ounces. So pineapple juice, again, considered a Polynesian citrus. It is high in acidity. It really is, but there's just something different about pineapple juice that it really needs help from a more straightforward citrus like a lime or a lemon. Okie dokie. Oh, and then we're going to take the liqueur. So this is what we're substituting instead of Campari. We're going to do 3/4 ounces. This is super bitter, but that sweetness from all the sugar added on there to make it a liqueur, it really does a tremendous part. Sugar and alcohol they have such a symbiotic relationship. Like they need each other. So when you add sugar to a drink, when you see a bartender add sugar to a drink, they know what they're doing. Never think that they're making you an overly sweet drink. They're using it as an ingredient, not a cover-up. So they're doing that to help these molecules combine and hold each other together. And so every drink, from the first to the last, is just wonderful. Or whatever. I think. What do I know? Let's get some rum in there. Blackstrap. We just talked about this. 1.5 ounces. So this is a very strong drink. And if you notice, I always pour backhanded. This is a trick that I was shown in the bar world. At first it's awkward, but I'll never unlearn it. I'll never stop. It's pretty much gives you more control over your cocktail, keeps your elbows in. It's kind of a competition trick. And it's because if you have the shakes or whatever, when you even if you're shaking, it goes right into the shaker. So I always recommend practicing pouring backhanded. All right, shaky. Just looks pretty pouring in. I'm so excited about this drink. So again, this is a drink called the Jungle Bird, and since we're doing it in a Collins glass now, we're not gonna do all these frills. This is not my best in the garnish game either, so forgive me. Whatever. Garnishes and glassware is a huge part of the tiki culture, but you do not need eccentric glassware to make a proper tiki cocktail. That is not what makes the drink. What makes your drink is the wonderful ingredients that you choose to put in there. Make sure you're spending time and learning about your bottles before you spend the money on them. And if you need help picking a bottle, please leave a comment below. Message me. I love helping people build their back bars. I love helping them make the right choice and spending the money on something that I think is well deserving. Fill this bad boy up with some crushed ice. Whoops, it's very full. This one, let's do a sprig of mint and a pineapple frond.
Just reminding everybody different cocktails. And if you subscribe and let us know during this happy hour, you will be entered.
If you're already subscribed.
If you're already subscribed, you will be entered to win a special prize.
Yeah, so if you're already subscribed and you're watching, just let us know you're subscribed so we can enter you into the raffle. And this is the Jungle Bird. This is up, like I said, it's a super pretty drink. Yeah, it just looks great. So, I mean, we'll probably just serve these in a Collins glass. Who wants it?
Sure. It does look very pretty.
Thank you, Morgan.
Quite tasty, too. The amaro really comes through in that one.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, so it's like really cool. Like it's like complex, like bittersweet. All the generics, but they're there. You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna like just be painfully bitter, but then that pineapple comes through, and like I said, just think of that sugar as a glue, and it's just like in that rum, and all the sugars in that rum, and all that toasty notes from that black strap, and like freaking nuttiness and the molasses and everything, just like pretty much like a pulley, dude, just like going round and round and round, just never stopping. And always revolving, evolving. It's really great. And the last sip is going to be just as good as the first, if it's made right. And that's what we do here. We make drinks right, except for that tea punch. We're gonna have a freaking happy hour on tea punch just to make up for that abomination I handed over to Maddie. Even though it was probably really good,
It's actually very good.
I should have given it a little bit more care. Cool. All right. So yeah, 3 drinks, whatever. We had a rough start. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. Please go over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like our videos. We'll have more videos going up. There is definitely a clue for our scavenger hunt in this video. So in this live happy hour, will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. And that video, there's also the video that is coming up. It's gonna have a clue in it too. So we're gonna do a couple of clues. And we're going to just go from there. So it's up to you. And it's going to be a cool prize at the end of the journey. First one to get it's going to get pretty serious. Probably do like 3 prizes on that one. So the first one to get it, though, blown away. So today, should we do the raffle? What we're doing for raffle today? We're going to do syrups. Always, every week we're going to do our syrups for sure. And the gift this week is going to be a wine tumbler gifted from Gulf Breeze Winery out of Victoria from Morgan and Daryl Hill. Champions. So, and they also said, take this out and get half off?
We're doing just a discount on our
Discount on their slushes. Slushes are iconic. It's known all around Victoria now. I highly recommend it. It's to get out there and get your own. You'll probably find me out there on any given Sunday. So yes, so this is going to go out to one of you guys. If you're in Cuero, I'll deliver it to you. If you're not in Cuero, we'll happily mail it to you. So yeah, but you must be subscribed to be entering the raffle. And if you're already subscribed, and if you like and subscribe, what do you say? What do we say that we do? If you're already subscribed, you get 1 entry. If you like and subscribe for the first time, can you tell us? You get 2 entries, maybe that next week or something. Maybe next week we'll get that going. Cool. We'll start pushing a little bit harder. But yeah, and don't forget, scavenger hunt is pretty much underway. We're gonna start putting notes up. You'll see. You'll all see. Where we at?
We are at 55 minutes.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much. Sorry I didn't tell y'all more about what's going on with the Hardwood. Kind of in this weird purgatory right now. Figuring it all out. Of course, our virtual happy hour will be the first to know. Wouldn't leave you guys hanging. Want to thank Ranch House Spirits for fueling this virtual happy hour yet again. My sister Diana for letting us borrow this wonderful tripod and the mic that is providing better sound quality for our virtual happy hour. And happy birthday to my brother-in-law, her husband, Mike. And thank you for watching, everybody. And we'll be back next week. And next week, also talking to Corey over at Ranch House Spirits. We're trying to figure out a way to me and Maddie Malort are probably going to sit down and figure out what we're going to do weeks in advance so we can start putting it out there like for the ranch house to know what we're going to be doing so y'all can go over there and pick up the ingredients to play along with us during our virtual happy hours, because this isn't stopping. This is virtual happy hour number 8. And it's gonna, next thing you know, it's gonna be, oh my god, I can't believe it's virtual happy hour number 20. And you're like, oh my god, look at my bank statement. I can't believe I gave Doug $100,000 in tips over the past year. Right? Please tip us. We need your help badly. But anyways, again, sorry about the rough start. Happy y'all stuck around. From ours to yours, the Hardwood, and Ryan's on me. Come pie, cheers. Love you guys. From Maddie Malort, aka Maddie Mustache, aka Maddie Bubatti. From Morgan, aka Morgan, aka Morgan the Grouch, and Gulf Breeze Winery for donating this for the raffle. Cheers.